Alright, hello everybody, Saigan Cat here. I am back with more of the live streamed Dream Daddy Let's Play. Mel! Hi Mel! Hi Sadie Jane! How are y'all doing today? It is good to see you! Alright, I was meeting this Robert fellow. Trying to befriend Robert, even though I wasn't actually trying to befriend Robert. He just offered shots, and I'm like, yeah, I like whiskey. Let's do this. Compliment his cool leather jacket. Compliment his rugged good looks. Compliment his hand tattoo. Yeah, leather jacket. I like your jacket. It's like he's a real person. Thanks. Been in my family for a long time. Passed down from firstborn to firstborn. Cursed, some would say. Man, this guy's mysterious and cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? My daughter kicked me out of the house. Not like forever. She was having a sleepover with her friends. Family type, huh? Single dad. He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. Huh, I guess so. I gotta admit, Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You heading my way? What? What does that mean? Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors? Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Saigan. So are we doing this or what? What? Oh. You know, do you want to come inside or not? A wave of realization rushes over me. I blush. But... No, thank you. Panic. Time to run. I'd better call it a night. Catch you around? Sure. I head home, head buzzing with whiskey. What did he mean? Are we going to do this or not? I plop down on the couch and I'm asleep before I even get the chance to take my shoes off. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Yeah, right? Right, Mel? Robert moves kind of quick. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Craig, I have a head full of whiskey. I'd appreciate if you not call before noon. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m. Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing it, I drift back to sleep. I actually do wake up at 6 a.m. Whoops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey, bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. I don't think I like Craig, either. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out. But it is Craig. I do want to catch up. I should have quick texted Craig to apologize for bailing and immediately fall back asleep. Oh man, how long was I out? What time is it? I look over at the clock. It's 3:55 p.m. I have to be at that parent-teacher conference in 5 minutes. I jump out of bed, throw on the nearest clothes, and run out the door. I'm impressed that he got undressed after passing out drunk. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I like the minimalist background design for this screen. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully no one will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around. What the fuck is this? What kind of creature have I encountered? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega? I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way was standing, ready to full give him a piece of my mind when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Lucien, don't you have third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be Saigan. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back?
Oh.
Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat at one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Forsaken Savage, thank you for the cheer. A wild teenager appears. Fight or run. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Never read Catcher in the Rye. I managed to dodge that one. It never got assigned to me in any of my classes. Yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. All right, everybody. Very funny. Colin, please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Oh, goddamn, they've already left. I hate being a teacher. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. His name is Hugo Vega? It's a badass name. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both. You know, budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What recent behavior? What's going on? Amanda's never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. We just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal, and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road... I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on a scholarship money that she deserves. The scholarship money she deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo. Yes. They ever catch that rye? I'm sorry. Yes. I'll leave the classroom and make my way out of the fucking... I need a moment. I'm sorry. Okay. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her mother. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home. Maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time. It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Let's go to the mall. Does that sound good to you? What? I don't know. Can a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find they have to keep things hidden from their parents. Forsaken Savage! Thank you! That's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's good to share. I love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vegas said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vegas' class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I hear Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What is so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. No, I'm not doing the North-North dance, Ashes. Stop asking! Who you texting? Noah. Who is Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No. Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would. Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you? Ugh. Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah. Language, missy. Heck yeah. Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. Restaurant? My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. That would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent, cheesy goodness until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Glad I'm not going to have this conversation with my son. I know what a meme is. I've been keeping up. Which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to death. What's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, that's written weird. The meme will be long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates it, and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store? What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of establishment. Hot Topic. He's talking about Hot Topic. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets, and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one. Hot Topic. It's Hot Topic! Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so... proud? Speech. Amanda. Speech! 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 Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting! Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate a historic moment that... An historic moment? A historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Cat had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall after begging her father to take her to Dead Goth and beyond. Okay. Dead Goth and beyond. Got it. To buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Oh. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Oh, hey, chain wallets. While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead Goth and beyond. Look at ironic mugs, peruse the band t-shirts, or check the clearance bin for hot deals. That's me. That's me. There's a big cardboard box of marked down items. I'm pretty sure $4 for purple eyeliner is a good deal, I think. I wonder if I would look good in purple eyeliner. Hell yes, I would. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear, is he wearing a cape? Was that a cape? You're wearing a cape. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said that this blouse was Victorian-inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. He is the manager. Ah! Ha! Retail. Done it. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. Wait, no, I kind of want to meet the LARPer. Come back. Come back, you mystery man. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with t-shirt in hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I will buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. What was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool. Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? God, History Channel is dead. Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but they're also hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghosts done got out of control of the truck. I can't steer on them, they're damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Ah, almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like they're saying, you're gonna die. That's because we're about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Dad tip number 53, pet every dog. I follow that one too. That is good advice. From one dad to another. Sleeping noises. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda's much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves in one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, this is where there's a major difference between me and the main character. I actually like putting together furniture. Perry and I make a pretty good team making furniture. Mostly because she doesn't read the instructions, and I insist that we read the instructions so that I can point out when she's done things wrong. She's not watching. It's okay for me to say that. So are you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited. Excited to beef up my grilling skills. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grill tips, I think we can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope nobody talks to me. I get this guy. I still get this guy. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We'll get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door, and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plates down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Joseph kind of creeps me out because he's too clean cut. I think it's the sweater he has wrapped around his shoulders. I don't know. It's weird. He's too clean cut. It doesn't sit right. You brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Those kids make him seem more normal. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. It's the children of the corn. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Chris? They're all Chris's. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Your name is Joseph and your wife's name is Mary? Oh, no. It's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? So glad I didn't tap that. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Buddy. Champ? We need to talk.
Hey.
Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Saigan, and his daughter, Amanda. Now you notice Mary's cross? See, I'd actually noticed it before, but, I mean, lots of people wear the cross just for fashion anyways, so I've found it's worthless to try and make any assumptions about what a person is like based on them wearing a crucifix. So yeah, that's why I didn't mention it. And I was like, meh. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Saigan, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Don't. Nice to, meet you, Mary. For the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh God, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Haha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. The game loves to play with first impressions versus the real character. Good! I'm glad to hear that. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. Ah, they're going to talk about weather. Go, do it. Make a friend. How could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Yes. He tried to invite me in after having just met him. No slut. I'm no slut. Not anymore. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Yes. Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. How come I can just skip to burgers? Tempted. I was going to talk to either Matt or Robert. I'm kind of annoyed that they aren't grouped together. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Damn it. See, I don't even remember who Joseph is. Oh, wait, no. Joseph is the blonde guy. That's right. We were just talking to Joseph. It's coming down to coffee or whiskey. Whiskey it is. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Using drinks to make decisions probably isn't the best way to go through life. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh no, they caught me staring. Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys. Saigan. How the heck are you? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got a living room in order, at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh, boy. Saigan, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. It's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. I put that on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have a kid. Wait, what happened last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the backcountry. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You could see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my deaf friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but I got a fireman carry a 6-foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. Imagine how much more awkward it would have been if I'd had a one-night stand with Robert. God, right? That probably would have made the decision for me to go talk to Matt instead. I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river, and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Whew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us, laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck! Oh no, the ghost locked the doors! Quick, hit the emergency escape button! But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons! Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts. But how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! Wait a second. Are you guys playing long-haul ice road paranormal ghost truckers? Yeah! Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. All right, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're going to make a great meal. Lots of protein, keep us from starving out here in the harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's the game. We're playing pretend. It is what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay, but not an actual fire, because we're playing pretend. Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age, too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people, too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You are required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try and put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. Oh, okay, we get a chance to talk to everybody. That's good, I guess. I could just skip Joseph and Damien, but I kind of want to know Damien's story, and part of me wants to watch Joseph squirm while we talk about Mary. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of the time and place, and try to take something like, say, the Rococo period, and compare it to postmodernism in America. You're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem so busy talking to each other, they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I'm sorry, Craig. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm in comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now, I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Art is dead. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you like Van Gogh or Picasso better. Van Gogh. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. They represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? That's really easy, Hugo. You go with the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism. Man, that's all way above my head. But it's not! I understand what they're talking about now. I just needed Matt to explain. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Saigan, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? Girl stares at him, thinking it over. No, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Huh, Saigan, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend. And, your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yes.
Yep. That was a creepy yes. Yes! You still gonna let me... you still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Overdue term paper. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
What?
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Sweet man, Saigan.
Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? You named him Ernest Hemingway? I'm sorry, Hugo, you're off the list. You've been kicked off The Bachelor. Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I'd turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Man, if my parents had named me Ernest Hemingway, I'd probably take up smoking, too. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants, nearly burned down half the yard. And then the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey, everybody, sorry about that. Saigan, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest. Okay. I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you.
Oh.
Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch.
I don't know.
Ernest. Oh, yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was something. That is drama I don't want in my life. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hand and sighs.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really tough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that is about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? Asks the guy with flowers in his hair. Yes, Matt, I think you're winning, though. What? I'm as cool as a cucumber. Look at my fucking shirt. It's got cats on it. See? That right there? You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against. Matt is really winning with the band references, and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18, and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be cool dads as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that? Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Saigan. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. These two. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly, just like your cape. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you, I'm very proud of my abode. Saigan, I was just having a conversation here with Damien about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. If you were really goth, you wouldn't be shopping at Dead Goth and Beyond. Man, I'm sorry. That's gatekeeping speak right now, but let's be real. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really cool movie. Does that count as goth? That is a great movie. Anyone in chat, if you haven't seen Lost Boys, fire that one up. That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. That's not your real name. That's not your real name. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? You do know how to treat a lady. Come on, QA. Guys, who edited this? Hello, Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Hey.
Hi. Won't you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly balk Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me.
Hey,
Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth.
come on.
I've squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? You. Ah, Lucien, have I introduced you to Saigan yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucien bows. Whatever, sir. Lucien bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know some people in the Victorian area were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. Looks like the bottom of an anchor. Are you a sailor? Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
What?
What? Lucien pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucien! We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Saigan, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrill-leavable. Fuck. Damn it, Brian! Points to Brian.
Nice.
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch him. Fucking. Craig out of nowhere. Let us keep on studying. He has a rare quality about him. Yay! What an amazing game. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? Damien, that was a bit of a stretch. I've never seen him make a mistake. Robert! Robert, high five to Robert. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Hugo, go sit in the corner. Please stop! All the children at the party glue the glorious display of puns in unison. All right, guys, the food is ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and head out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kind of nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're going to like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along well with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? That's a thing? Dad Book? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Achievement unlocked! Welcome to the neighborhood. Mel, do you not appreciate the puns? You are a Dragon Quest fan, Mel. Puns should be in your blood. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. I felt like I was in a networking event. Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Trucker. I got a burger in me. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver linings get you through the other side. We ate Rockenbergs today, and it was good. Perry should play this. Perry might. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad.
Oh.
And your wife loves puns. Why would puns bother you, Mel? It doesn't make any sense. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Why should they be? Although, I have to say, as much as I hate cauliflower, like, cauliflower is just the worst vegetable. It's like somebody took broccoli, which was already a pretty bad vegetable, and then somehow made it more vile. I don't know how Perry does it, but Perry cooks cauliflower in such a way that it is delicious, and I'm not sure what her trick is. That's my story about cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. Call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living... Bleh. 1 second. All right. Okay. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay, do you have plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna... work on some stuff? She won't buy a throw party. See how long I can sleep for. That's not me. Work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. It looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Just like making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. Not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I sent a text. Hey, kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay. See, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No. It's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hill are not only assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it. Not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who's she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. This is what it's like whenever your kids are not in like a direct line of sight. This is exactly what it's like when you do not have eyes on your child. Like, I know that my son is supposed to be at school right now, but I don't know. I don't know. He might be, I don't know. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Ugh, yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She walks to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came an hour and a half after curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? Oh, God. None of these are going to improve a conversation with a teenager. You weren't responding, and it's just like when your mom... I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again. All right, I'm going to go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room, and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? Oh, I saw the joke the first time, Kiba. I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. I'm sorry, it wasn't great. I'm sorry, Kiba. You're still welcome here, though. I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. It's nothing to apologize for, man. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I was going to do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I'm sorry for freaking out on you. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up. Team Cat? Team Cat! Meow! Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did. Oh my gosh, it's time for a break. My mouth is dry. I need more water. BRB.